Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is the first video you are seeing from me, my name is Lindsay and I post a lot about pregnancy and new mom like vlogs and things I'm learning and things like that. So if you are interested in any of those things, please hit that red subscribe button down below. But today's video is going to be on products that I recommend from my daughter's almost 4 months old. So from like that stage and below, so like newborn to 4-month-old, and a lot of these things I didn't think that I'd end up liking or I didn't want to buy, and then someone gifted them to me. I tried them out and I absolutely love them. So let's just get straight into the video. So the first thing that I definitely recommend, like if you're making a registry, that is like what I'm like suggesting these things, like what you should put on your registry, because I had like no guidance except the Amazon recommendations. So put these things on your baby registry. I absolutely love them. So the first thing is there is a little remedies like sampler kit with saline like spray for their nose. There's pain reliever and fever reducer. There is butt paste, I think, and there's a few other things. I'll pop a picture up here for you guys to see. I absolutely love this kit. Their saline solution is my favorite. It comes with a nose sucker. That is the best one because it has a little tiny tip. My daughter has really small nose holes. I had really small nose holes when I was little, like nostrils. So this one is really good for like little tiny babies to get up there and be able to suck it out. And the nice thing also is that the bottom is like semi-clear. It's like opaque. So not opaque. I don't know. You can kind of see through it, but it's like foggy. So you can know if there's like snot in there, you can just like rinse it out. I really like this kit. I definitely recommend it. The next thing that I recommend is I wanted to exclusively breastfeed, but that did not work. If you have not seen my breastfeeding video, I will put it in the cards above, but it just didn't work out for me based on many factors. So I had bought a 3-pack of Tommee Tippee anti-colic bottles. I love these bottles. I have like 10 of them now. I absolutely love them. Go get yourself bottles even if you don't think that you're gonna be using them, because I didn't think so and I ended up using them like right off the bat. So please, these bottles are so good. I've never used any other bottles, but she has never been super fussy. She never had colic, so I love these bottles. They are a little more expensive than like the closer to nature Tommee Tippee ones, but I really like the anti-colic ones. They work really well. And they have interchangeable nipples, so when they're older, you can replace the nipples for like the higher flow for when they need it. But I definitely recommend that as well. Go get yourself at least like 2 or 3 bottles just in case. The next thing that I recommend is if you are planning on pumping, like exclusively pumping or exclusively formula feeding, the Munchkin bottle warmer is so cheap and it is so awesome. I've really enjoyed it and it works really well. Like I said, I got it at TJ Maxx for like 17 bucks, and I was warming up my bottles by putting it in a mug and running hot water over them for like 10 minutes at times. So obviously my baby's fussing for 10 minutes, and in the middle of the night, the last thing you want to have is a fussing baby and you're trying to warm up their bottle and it's not warming up fast enough because you don't have a bottle warmer. This one works great. You have this little like measuring cup and you fill it to whatever line it says for whatever ounces and whatever bottle type you're using. You pour it in the bottom, you hit the orange button. When the button turns off, it is done, and you have to check it on your wrist so that you don't feed your baby boiling milk just on accident. Sometimes if you leave it in there too long, like in the bottle warmer, it does tend to get a little bit too hot. So you just have to be very attentive to it, but I really like it because it's so inexpensive and it does the job good. It gets it done in like 2 minutes. It will warm a bottle up to like perfect temperature. So I definitely recommend that. The next thing that I recommend is the Munchkin wipe warmer. I absolutely did not want this. I did not want a wipe warmer. I thought it was dumb. I thought, why the heck do you need warm wipes? Like, that's stupid. But Cody's cousin ended up getting me a wipe warmer, and I absolutely love it. It sits on my changing table, which is another thing that I didn't want, but I got, and I really love it. and it does an amazing job. It keeps the wipes warm. It doesn't keep them like really hot to the touch or anything. It just keeps them like room temperature instead of like cold with the moisture on them. So that really helps with diaper changes as well. Like I said, my changing table, this was my husband's from when he was a baby. I bought a new pad and a new like pad cover, but the actual changing table I did not want. I thought it was a waste of space, just waste of money. But we ended up getting this one from his parents because his parents still had it, and it has dresser drawers and stuff, and it has been so awesome to have a spot to change her, especially when she's like destroyed her diaper and you need a spot just to be able to get her clean. And I have diapers, wipes, butt cream, a new outfit, like it's all right here, and I love it. I definitely recommend having a changing table with lots of storage. Another thing is the Bordeaux's butt paste. That stuff works magic. You can put it on, and like 2 hours later when you need to change their diaper again, or whenever you need to change their diaper again, and the butt rash is like significantly better. So much better. Definitely recommend that. The other thing that I recommend is there is these little like, they're probably like 2 feet long. Munchkin, I believe is the brand, like waterproof changing liners for your changing table pad, and they sit under your baby so that if they get poopy or anything on them, you can just throw that in the wash, and if the whole changing pad cover hasn't gotten dirty, obviously you don't need to change it. These things are awesome. Definitely recommend. Maddie got some more for Christmas this last year, just because hers are getting a little bit stained up from like butt paste will stain them. That's one thing that stained them. And she obviously is a baby and has had a few blowouts and things, and so they're stained, but I have more to replace them. So that's awesome. Love them. Definitely recommend, and they are super, super cheap. Another thing that I recommend is the Carter's sleep sack. So we used muslin swaddles when she was a baby, but she started to be able to almost roll over, so we switched her to the Carter's sleep sacks, and we've really enjoyed them. They're like like a sleeping bag. They're like a sleeping bag with sleeves, and they keep her cool enough or warm enough depending on, usually we either put her in like a short sleeve onesie, or if she doesn't have anything underneath, she'll just have her diaper. And they're cool enough to where it's not, like if the heat's on and it's a little bit warmer, she's not too hot, but they keep her warm to where if it gets colder in the middle of the night, she is fine. Really, really, really like those. Another thing that I recommend is I have almost every pacifier under the sun, because I didn't obviously know what she was gonna like, but she definitely likes the Nuk pacifiers, which is great. Every baby's gonna like different pacifiers, so I would definitely recommend those just because my baby likes them. But the thing that I do like majorly recommend is when they are sleeping in their crib and it is dark in the middle of the night, it is so hard to see their pacifier. So I recommend getting a pacifier with a glow-in-the-dark like ring, or like the little like nub on the end of the pacifier is glow-in-the-dark, something glow-in-the-dark so that you are able to see it, because it is just so much easier. And I have really, really liked that, just because if you're looking around, you're kind of tired, you're obviously just got out of bed, you can find it, pop it back in their mouth, and then they're good. So definitely recommend that as well. Another thing that I recommend is any pajamas with a two-way zipper. I have really enjoyed. They make it so much easier to do a diaper change because you don't have to unzip the whole thing. You just can unzip the bottom part, pull their butt out, change it, put their feet back in, and then you're good. You can zip it back down. You don't have to like unzip the whole thing to where their whole body's getting cold. It's just like from the nipple line down is unclothed for a couple minutes while you're changing them, and that has really helped with her being able to stay asleep while I change her diaper in the middle of the night sometimes. Sometimes she does it, sometimes she wakes up a little bit, but it still helps a ton. Another thing that I highly recommend is the Ubbi diaper pail. I didn't really think that I'd need a diaper pail, but dang, those diapers get stinky. So I got the Ubbi one just because I got it on Marketplace. They cleaned it up, everything. And I got it because you can put normal trash bags inside of it. You don't have to buy like the Diaper Genie, you need like special Diaper Genie bags for it. And I got this one because you can put regular trash bags, you don't have to buy a separate trash bag for it. And I really enjoyed it. It does a pretty good job of locking in the scent. The only thing I don't really like is it's a little like pull handle instead of like, it's not hands-free. You do have to pull the handle, drop the diaper in, and then pull the handle shut. But other than that, I've really enjoyed it. Okay, just 2 more things that I highly recommend, and then we can end this video. One of the things is the Graco swing and bouncer combination contraption. I have really enjoyed it. It saves so much space. It plays music, it has vibration in the seat, it has little bears that hang down, so it's like a mobile they can look at. You can choose nature sounds or music, and it has 6 speeds. It has buckles, obviously, so you can buckle your kid in, and it just has been so awesome. She really loved it. Luckily, while we were moving, she loved it. She's not too into it now. She likes to lay on the floor and play with, like, on a activity mat, which is the last thing that I'm going to recommend. But she has really enjoyed the swing in the past. But like I said, the last thing that I'm going to recommend is the floor activity mat. I got mine at Ross. It is, I think it's Little Chicks is the brand. I'm not positive, don't quote me on that, but any little like mat on the floor with little toys above it would do. She has been loving laying on the floor. She just started rolling over, which is super cool, and I really enjoy this. We can lay her down, I can fold laundry, I can make bottles and watch her. Like, I can do anything. She's just content sitting under there with toys and teethers and things like that. So yeah, those are the things that I highly recommend. If you guys want another one of these videos, I can do more specific things, like if you want like clothes recommendations for babies, if you want like bottle rack, like formula type recommendations, I am more than happy to do anything like that. Please comment any suggestions or requests down below. But thank you guys for coming back to this video, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.